You're not inconsistent because you're lazy. There's actually a reason why you seem not to be consistent or stay consistent in the things that you need to do. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you the reasons why you might not be consistent in certain things and how to fix it. Hi, in case you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Tosi. On here, I do videos on self-improvement, fashion content, vlogs, chit chat videos here and there. And in case you've been here before, you already know you are welcome back, Mariji. I'm so happy to have you here once again. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, this is the one that is very common, and we all feel like we're not doing it, but we're looking doing it. We are waiting for motivation. You are relying on motivation. Me, I'm relying on motivation. So that's the thing. You are relying so much on motivation. You're waiting to be motivated. You're waiting to feel like, okay, I want to do this. You only do things when you feel like it. You're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to get your goals. You're not going to get your dreams done if you are just doing it because you feel like it. Now, what motivation does is it comes and it goes. Today, you're motivated. I want to go on my 10K steps today. You're so hyped. Tomorrow, you're not. And are you going to say that that's the reason why you're not consistent in certain things? I will always use myself as an example. If I say that today I'm motivated, I'm so hyped, I need to do 4 videos, and tomorrow I am not doing 4 videos, do you think I will always show up here every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday? No, I won't be consistent at all. Why? Because I am not trying or I'm not leaning on motivation. I need to say that again. I am not relying on motivation. You rely on motivation. That's the reason why you are not consistent in anything that you do. You don't do things because you feel like it, you do things because they are your habits. You make it your habit so you can be consistent in it. Let's use the gym for an example. You can never be motivated to go to the gym. There's no, I don't know what it is, but you can't be motivated every single time to go to the gym. No, the pain, the stress, maybe the financial reason, like the money you have to pay and all that. So you're not really motivated to want to go to the gym. But because you are not relying on motivation, you are relying on discipline and habits, it becomes a habit for you. That's why you're always going. That's why when you see some people all of a sudden started going to gym and now it is part of their life, they do it, that if they don't do it, their day will not be complete. I use myself as an example. Every morning I don't want to go on my walk. I say this all the time when if I have the opportunity to say it. I don't want to go on my walk every morning. I do not want to go on that walk every morning. I wake up, I sit on the bed and I'm looking for like 5 minutes, telling myself 5 reasons. I promise you, I'm giving myself 5 reasons why I shouldn't go on my walk. But what do? It's part of my habit. I feel like if I don't do it, every time I don't do it, I don't feel okay. I can't get things done. If I don't go on my walk, I wake up late. If I don't go on my walk, I don't get other things done. Right? So it's not like an habit for me to the extent that when it's pouring, I'm going on my walk. Yes, I carry umbrella and I go on the walk. I do not mind, right? Because I am used to it. It's not a habit. I'm not relying on, oh, I feel like today, and let me go. Oh, I don't feel like today, I'm not going. You will not be consistent in whatever it is that you plan to do, no matter what it is, if you are relying on motivation. Now, this is something that I feel like people do not pay close attention to, which is you are trying to do everything at the same time. You have too much going on. Yes. If you're trying to change so many things at the same time, you're trying to be consistent in so many things at the same time, you will get overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, you're going to burn out. You are going to burn out. That one is a no-brainer. You are going to burn out and you are not going to be consistent. Now, when you are doing so many things at the same time and you get into burnout, you want to take a step back. And sometimes, depends on your capacity, some people can take like 3 months, 6 months step back. Now, are you consistent? No. What you want to do is to start small. Do those small things, small. Do you understand? Sometimes when I wake up and I'm going on my walk, or on my walk, yes, when I'm going on my walk, if I don't feel like doing 10K steps. Now, before I even got a smartwatch, I didn't know how many steps I was doing. I was just doing it, right? So now that I have the watch, there are days where I don't do 5K, I do 3K. Because at the end of the day, throughout the day, with all the things that I do, I will still pass that 5K. Do you understand? I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm just trying to be fit. Do you get the point? So I start small. Start small, do it small, and be very realistic. I wasn't feeling for like 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and I wanted to go back on my work. In fact, my mom was complaining, but I can't function without going on my work. I cannot function like that. And what did I do? I told myself, okay, I was just going to go for 15-20 minutes, and that was what I did. I went for 15-20 minutes. At the time, I haven't gotten the watch, so I don't know how many steps I walked on that day. But I had to be realistic with myself that I don't have too much energy, but I still want to go. I don't have too much energy, but I still want to show up. I've sat here not feeling too well, recovering, and doing a video, and I just do 1 or 2 videos. Why? Because I don't have the strength. I'm very realistic with myself when it comes to this thing, because you don't know how much of doing things a step at a time will get you over time. Like, start small, be realistic. You have a plan to start the business, start it small. Don't say you want to go to the market, rent the shop, design everything all at the same time. You will be burnt out and you'll be overwhelmed. If you want to start a business, you want to open a shop, first of all, order your your product or whatever it is that you want to sell. Then you go and rent your shop. Then after the shop, you design it, or you style it, or you do whatever it is that you want to do. Then you stock. The same day you stock is not the same day that people will come and buy. It's not the same day that you will open the shop. It's not the same day that you will pack orders. Do you understand my point? So that's the way it is. Don't overwhelm yourself with all the things that you're doing. You're doing every single thing at the same time. You are going to be burned out. And when you're burned out, you are not going to be consistent. Because when you're burned out, you lose motivation, you will lose your discipline, and you will start to question the reason why you're doing the thing that you do, if I'm being very honest. So you don't want to get to that level, hence why you have to take it a step at a time. This one is very common, and I try as much as possible to talk about it every single time. You don't have a clear system. That's the reason why you're not consistent in anything. You don't have a routine. I just mentioned that now, that if I don't go on my walk, I won't really have things done, because I know how much things I can do before 12 noon. It is 5 minutes past 11 o'clock. This is my first video. I've done a lot of things. I've edited. I've done a lot of things before sitting down here. I've even done some chores before sitting here. But if I did not wake up that early at 6, I won't be able to do a lot of things. So there's a routine I have in the morning to get things done, and I am so consistent with it. You don't have a system, no simple system, nothing. You just want to wake up you just want to wake up on vibes and inshallah. It can't work like that. You need a system that is going to make you consistent. You have a job. How are you consistent? You are going, you are showing up. That's a system. When you see someone that has a 9 to 5, there is a system. The system is the 9 to 5. That's, you see that time frame. That's the system. They have to come at 9 and go home at 5. That is a system that is making the work or the job consistent. That 9 to 5, that is the system. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday. That is the system. You are working from home or you have a flexible job. The system is Monday, Tuesday on site, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off site. That is a system that makes the work consistent. Do you understand the point? So now let's bring it back to you don't have a 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you're doing. For me now, I am consistent because I choose one day in a week to batch create. That is a system that is making me consistent. Do you get the point? Exactly. You need a system that you do when you don't feel like it, a system that you do when you feel like it. And when you have a system, you have no choice than to show up. If there is no 9 to 5, if there is no Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, people will not show up. But there is a system and they follow the system to the T. So that's it. You don't have a system. That's why you're not consistent in anything that you're doing. You're trying to work with whatever it is that you want to work with. In my other video, there was a video I posted, my teacher video, the last one, where I was talking about the things I wish I knew in my 30s. I was talking about how I worked on what's it called, on my money management, right? And I was talking about how I had to clear my debt before I started to do certain things. I was talking about how I told my tailor that I am not sewing an outfit until 6 months. That is a system for me because I am promising myself that I don't want to spend money anyhow. And I told myself, you are not going to sew anything until the space of 6 months because I spent a lot of money prior to that time. That is a system that works for me, that I know that okay, if I have spent so much money, I need to relax. It's a system. We need a system because that is what your mind work with every single time. Your brain is used to the fact that you're always up at 7. It's used to the fact that you're always at work at 9. It's used to the fact that you're always at work at 5. That's why you see people when they are maybe retirement or something, they can't sit in one place. Why? Because over time their body, their brain, everything in their being is used to the system. So you need a clear system to be consistent with anything. Now this is the part where I feel like I also struggled with, which is aiming for perfection. That is the only one of the reasons why you are not consistent. You want to get it perfect, or you expect perfection. You want to get it perfect. And every time that you do not get it perfect, you feel like you have failed. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I talked about this sometime in one of my videos. I can't remember, where I was talking about how I baked a cake and I was just feeling like that cake is going to flop because I've had like a failed, cake or something like that, right? That does not mean that something will not happen because it failed. I'm not going to say that I don't want to bake another cake or I don't want to decorate that same design because the first one that I did failed or because I don't feel like it. No, it doesn't work like that. You aim for perfection. Baking is not something that I genuinely like. It's just something that I learned so I can have extra money. I can make extra income. So it is not like, oh, this is something that I have to do to be very perfect. Yes, there are people that they are perfect in that aspect, but it took them years to get there, right? So I don't expect myself at 5 years, to be very honest, or at 9 years or at 10 years not to expect any form of growth. There will be growth. I talk about this a lot. If you watch my videos when I started, they are not as clear as this. They are not, the audio is not as clear as this, right? Because I didn't aim for perfection at the time. I'm not even half of where I want to be. This is not how crispy I want my content to be. I want my content to be very crispy. So I'm not even half there. I want to sit down here, make videos, and you guys are not hearing what is going on in the background. You are not hearing a trailer on or something. That is the perfection that I want. But what do I have now is what I'm working with to be consistent. I'm not sitting there and expecting that, okay, when I have the perfect sound, I have the perfect phone, or I have the perfect camera, maybe that is when I would do something. No, 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 no. No, you can't have that mindset if you're trying to be consistent in anything. You can't have the mindset of all or nothing mindset. No, it doesn't work that way. What do you have now? Work with what you have now, and then you'll be consistent over time. Consistency builds perfection over time. So The earlier you know that, the better for you. This last one is the one that I feel like we are not paying so much attention to, which is you're not honest with yourself. If content is not for you, stop doing it. Yeah. Yeah. If it doesn't come to you naturally, stop doing it. If 9 to 5 is something that is not coming to you naturally, go and open a business. Like, literally, you're not being honest with yourself. There are certain things that you are doing that you do not like. It doesn't come to you naturally, but you keep doing it. And when you keep forcing it, you actually not get them right. Now, this is a hard truth that I feel like a lot of us do not tell ourselves. We sometimes have lack of alignment. Maybe you're not supposed to be doing certain things at that time. Lack of alignment. You are forcing goals. It's not what you like, but because you saw a friend do it, that friend did it, it's good, I should do it too. Or because you saw a girl do it, or because you feel it is what is in vogue now, then I should do it. No. If you don't like certain things, you can never be consistent at it. Imagine I don't like content. I won't be here because how many views do I always have? How fast is my channel growing? I will not be here if I don't like to do content. I won't be here at this time if I don't like to do content. If I look at my Instagram, by the way, please go follow me on there, right? And I see how much of my followers and how much I feel like Instagram is playing with my followers, and how I've been stuck with 800 and something followers for years. I will not be doing content if I do not like it. I like the whole process. I like to sit here. I like to talk. I like to edit it. I like to do a lot of things when it comes to content, right? So you need to be honest with yourself. A lot of us are not honest with ourselves. Sometimes 9 to 5 is not something that you like. Sometimes business is not for you. Don't get it. Don't be very honest. See, if you lie to a lot of people, don't lie to yourself. Business is not your thing. Then go find a 9 to 5 job. You can't be lazy in 2 ways. It's not possible. You can't be unproductive, unsuccessful in 2 ways. It's not possible. It's not. If I don't like business and it doesn't come to me naturally, I won't be doing it. I'll be doing it 9 to 5. It's as simple as that. So you need to know and be honest with yourself with what actually matters to you. What matters to you? Choose it. Is it telling people what you feel like they need to know, or helping people, giving advice, educating people? Fine. If showing up somewhere is something that you know that your strength is and you can do and is what you like system, you like security, you like structure, go for your 9 to 5. It's not hard. You don't have to do things because people are doing it. You don't have to do things because, okay, give me the type of life that I want. No, you do things because it matters to you. That is the only way you can be consistent in the things that matter to you. But yeah, I really hope that you learned one or two on here and know that consistency is not about doing everything at the same time. It's about doing the littlest things, as you go. And consistency is something that you have to build yourself to get. Yeah, in case you haven't liked this video at this point, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please like. I really appreciate it. Please send this video to someone that you feel might need it. I will really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.